Hello everyone, welcome to Xinhua Live. I'm Pan Qiang with the Xinhua News Agency. And now we're broadcasting from Guilin, one of the famous tourist sites in China and even the world. And behind me, we could see it is a river. The name of the river is Lijiang River. And we could see that the river is quite pristine and clean. But in the past 3 or 4 years, the river is quite dirty. And today we will take you to explore how this river has been changed to clean and to its natural beauty, and how the government of Guilin control the water pollution, and how the government make the environment of Lijiang better. And today it's our pleasure to invite Mr. Fan and the director of the water control, the pollution control project. And 团长您好，我们在这个看到的这个河流现在非常干净，那之前是一个什么样的状态呢？
这条河流是我们漓江的一条支流，这个叫做芷洲河，芷洲河啊，芷洲河。这个原来这个水呢是劣五类，这个因为我们这个桂林市啊，这个在建设过程中还存在一些城中村、棚户区，另外就是原来还有很多这个船民住在这个水面上，城中村的污水直排到河里面，这个船民他们在船上生活啊，这个没有上水下水，就排到里面，全部排到里面。那么这个原来这条河都是臭的，都是臭的，黑臭水体。
And this river is one of the branch of Lijiang River. The name of this river is Zizhou River. And 3 or 4 years ago, the river is quite dirty. Why? Because along the coast of the river, the villagers who are living here, they pour the waste directly to the river, and the sewage of the villagers here, they just discharge the sewage directly to the river, including the animal waste, the livelihood waste, and some of them are from the breeding industry. 那我们这个河流在过去的这几年当中是什么时候开始治理的？
这个我们是从这个2015年这个大规模的对桂林市的这个污水和黑臭水体进行治理。这个原来我们桂林治污呢，其实一以贯之，是吧？在2014年的时候，我们这个城市污水处理率已经达到了93%。那么但是我前面刚讲了，就是城市发展太快，是吧？有城中村改造都来不及，所以还剩下7%左右的这个污水没有治理。这些地方又是在我们城市的敏感区，对，影响非常大，非常重要。
And Mr. Fan said the pollution project began in 2015, but actually before 2015, the pollution project, the percentage of the pollution project could be covered over 93%, but the government put much more emphasis on this project of the pollution in 2015, and from that time, the government has put over 500 million RMB to control the pollution. 我们是不是当时投资的是500个亿这个计划？
不是，是这样的。这个我们这个市委市政府呢，这个非常重视，要求我们是从15年的8月份开始治理。这个我们分了3期，3期。这个第一期呢是从15年8月，那么到去年年底吧，第一期基本完成，一共做了75个项目，就是总投资，这个市财政拿出来的钱是4.67个亿，4.67个亿。这个做完了以后，现在我们这个城市里面的污水处理率，由原来2014年底的93%，现在提高到超过97%，大概也就是2年时间不到了。
In the past 2 years, and the pollution project has raised from 93% to 97%. That means 90%, 97% of the area they have the drainage system. 我们就是说，这个70%的这个97%的这个污水已经可以通过排水管道
进入污水处理厂。
那这个原理是什么？我们看前面是不是有一个这个泵那个是吧？
对，我们通过这个，我们采取很多方式，其中一个就是对污水进行接污。这个没有达到规划的这个海拔这高度的地方，我们就用泵井，通过泵井加压，把水这个压到我们的这个城市主管网里面去，进入污水处理厂进行处理。
And the function of the there is a pump of the system, and we could see that here is the pump is here. The polluted water which discharge from the villagers, the level is quite low, but how the water could be drained to the drainage system, and we could see that the pump is here, and if the water is quite low in a low level, but through the pump the water could be drained to the city drainage system. So it is very important. The pump is very important. 这个水泵是非常重要的，对不对？
这个是一个关键的一个设施，关键设施。你比如说我们现在这个原来这个片区，它这个地势比较低，它这个水以前是直接排到这个江里面去，那么我们就在这个地势低的地方把管道埋下去，完了以后把管道的水流进我的泵井，通过它加压以后就可以到我的。
Mr. Fan told us. Because the level of the water is quite low previously, and but how to make the water to get connected to the city drainage system? So they use the pump to make the water connected successfully with the city drainage system. 那我们除了这个水泵之外，还有其他的设施吗？
这个我们接污主要是通过几个方法。这个一个呢，就是打通这个断头的一些管线。这个有的城中村它这个原来支管没有建好，我们就把这个支管完善，把污水收集进入了主管里面去，这是一种方式。第二种呢，就是通过这个泵井加压，把地势低的污水，这个把它提升起来，是吧？这个进入我的主管网。这个第三个呢，就是这个把污染源把它截住。是吧？比如说这个养猪啊、养牛啊，这个城乡结合部，把它清理掉，是吧？另外还有就是生态修复，是吧？这个工程性的截污做完了以后，对一些这个有黑色水体的地方，我们用这个生态修复的方法来对它进行处理。
And Mr. Fan said the pump is the key facilities to control the pollution, but except this, they have some other methods to control the pollution, such as they control the original waste from the animals, from the villagers' life, and they also have the project to control the oil that the boat will use. So it is a comprehensive way to control the pollution here, and it is very important to make the water clean. 那2年之后，我们这个河流就变得相对比较清澈了。
对，现在我们这个河流现在由原来的这个劣5类水质，现在已经达到地表水的2类到3类水质了。
And from here we could see that the water is quite clean. And before the pollution project, the water level is quite worst. It's one of the worst levels of the water. but the water quality right now it could be above the the second or third level. So that means the quality of the water is quite good, and the fish could live in the water, and we could see some of the fish, some of the tourists, and they are fishing along the coast, and we could see from the surface of the water, and we could see directly to the bottom of the water. So the water has been recovered to be pristine and clean, and after 2 years. 就2年之后，这个水变得更加清澈。那我们未来有什么计划吗？
是这样，这个我们现在只是做了一个第1期，对，这个按照这个市里面的这个要求啊，现在我们正在做第2期。这个第2期一共是3期。这个第2期呢，就是基本上就把城市里面的这个污水全部截污。从这个现在的97%要达到截污100%，就城市段这一块。
Mr. Fan told us there are 3 sessions of the pollution control project, and right now what we have seen is the first session, and there are another 2 sessions. They will improve the system's percentage from 97% to 100%. That means every area along the river there's no polluted water in the future. But how could they achieve the goal? 那我们怎么能达到这个目标呢？未来我们还有2次工作是吗？
现在一个呢就是把这个管道进一步的把它管道的网络把它进一步的完善。这个根据不同的这个地势情况，因地制宜的把这些截污一些设施啊，把它规划好、建设好。这个再一个呢就要加强管理，加强管理。比如说这个污水现在我们正在做了，那么垃圾我们要加强管理。还有就是对这个养殖，养殖业这一块，这个要重新进行一个规划，重新进行一个规划。这个还有就是这个对一些这个河流，这个截了污了以后，这个有一段时间可能它这个黑色水体，这个还有一段时间还可能一下解决不了，我们采用这个生态修复的方法，是吧？这个总的一句话就是，按照市委市政的要求，是吧？要通过我们的这个截污项目的实施，要做到1滴污水都不能下到丽江里面去。
And Mr. Fan told us the first session of the water pollution project control project is to control the city's polluted water, and another 2 sessions is to control the polluted water along this area from the township and also from the natural group. And after the governance of the control, and the water could be recovered totally clean, and it could be better than what you have seen right now. And the government has put much more efforts to make the water clean, and in the future 100% of the river could be clean, and there will be no polluted water in the future.
另外我们就是这个还要注意一个问题了，就是因为桂林它是一个国际旅游胜地，是个旅游城市。我们做的时候呢，不能光就截污做截污项目，要把景观和这个截污工程把它结合起来。比如说像这一条路，我们在截污的过程中呢，把管道埋下去以后，把旅游步道把它修出来。这个旁边原来我们原计划是做这个渠化的这个河堤，那我们考虑这个地方是一个市中心，也是一个景观地带，我们就搞了叠石，是吧？这个作为护堤，完了把绿化做出来，这样的话就是截污的同时又把环境要打造出来。
Mr. Fan told us, except the pollution project. And because Guilin is one of the most famous tourist sites in China and even the world, so along the project they will make the scenery along the river much better, such as they will construct a walk street along the river to facilitate the tourists from China and from all over the world. And over there we could see that there is a man who is washing his clothes, and we could have a short interview with him. 叔叔您好。
好，你好。
您是这里的村民吗？
是，应该说是居民，这不是村，是街道来的。对对对，这临江下里是条街道来的。
哦，街道了。
它对面是村。到过了桥以后的那个下关村是村民。
您姓什么？
我姓王。
姓王。
哦。
And he is named Wan, and Mr. Wan is the citizen here, and he told us over there it is a village, and here is the street of the Guilin. 这个河流啊，这个现在我们看到很干净，那以前是这样子的吗？
哦，以前啊，这个脏乱差、臭气熏天的，都是以前这里还有船上还有好多船民也在这里。经过治理以后呢，把它迁走以后呢，环境好得多了。
In the previous time, the river here it was a chaos, and on the river there are many boats, and there are many villagers who were living on the boat. So it's quite chaos, and for the quality of the water is quite dirty, and because Mr. Wan told us the water pulled to the river directly in the previous time, so it's including the animal waste, the people's waste, and it's quite dirty. 那这个过去的这几年时间是怎么样变得这么清澈的呀？为什么变得这么清澈呢？
实际上，各级政府啊也加大了环境的整治力度。再一个呢，为了这群众的生活有一个大的提高，所以下了好大的力气，把这河道啊整治，景观了，那晚上的路灯啊各方面的景观的灯呢
变好了。
哦，变得好多了。
And Mr. Wan told us in the previous 2 years, the government has put much more efforts to control the water pollution, and they are forbidden to pour the water directly to the river, and the project has improved a great deal of the water quality. And right now we could see that the water is quite pristine and clean. 那这个过去的几年的这个环境的治理，对于你们自己的这个环保意识有没有增强？
环保意识肯定增强了，都是对，这个街道啊，各方面的上级主管部门啊，经常也来督促来检查，对我们的环保的教育呢，都是有一个经常呢有一个起到一个好大的教育作用。但是我们自己也认为环境好，我们自己也觉得对自己啊、对国家、对各个层面都是有好处的，是哦。
And Mr. Wang said that except the project, their consciousness of protecting the environment has been also improved a great deal, and such as they will not use so many plastic bags in their daily life, and they also will protect the river by themselves. 那这个对于桂林建一个这个国际化的旅游大城市，这个你有什么期待吗？作为桂林人，
也肯定也反映我们广大市民的一个呼声嘛，是吧？我们也就是作为桂林人也感到很骄傲。
对，环境对于这个提高整个桂林的这个旅游名气
看很大的提升。
很大的提升。
对。
有这个对它的名声也有很大的这个。
对，是啊，是还很改善，因为这几年政府也花了好大的力气嘛，把这个整治好，所以我们也要作为桂林人，也要爱护这个环境，说自觉地维护好环境的各个方面。
And Mr. Wang said that environment, especially natural environment, is quite crucial for Guilin, because Guilin is a tourist city with so much beautiful natural landscape. And Mr. Wang also said that with the governance of the local government, the environment could be much better, and it could improve the fame of the Guilin tourist city. And in the future, Guilin could be much more and more international. Okay, after having a look at the villagers' life, and after that, we will continue to explore. And right now, we will take the raft to explore what the beautiful scenery of the Lijiang River is. And follow me, and I'll take you to explore. And right now we could see that this is a raft. Raft is very important for the villagers on the Lijiang River, and also along the coast of the Lijiang River. Why? Because this is a water area. The river is the mother river of Guilin. So for the transportation of the local people, they have to take the raft to the other side, or to make the business. Every year in the past, there are over 3,000 bamboo rafts on the river to run. But after the pollution control project in 2015, there are only 400, and most of the bamboo rafts have been changed to the big cruise ship over there. And follow me, we will take you to explore. Okay, we could have the work to start the engine of the bamboo of the raft. Right now, the raft will be running in a short moment. We could see that there are tourists. There is a tourist over there. He is fishing. Okay, right now we'll go to continue. And today we are so honored to invite one of the staff members of the Lijiang Management Department Committee, and Mr. Cho. And today he will take us together to give us a brief introduction about the cruise, about the bamboo raft, and also about how the government have done to change the environment of the Lijiang River. Okay, let's invite our staff member of Mr. Cho. 邱主任您好。And this is Mr. Chu, and he is the staff members of the Lijiang Management Department Committee. 能不能给我们的观众打个招呼？
哎，你好，大家。
He said hello to our audience. 我们现在看到的这个漓江啊是非常干净的，就是我们在这个方面做了哪些方面的这个工作呢？就您在这方面。
我们这个漓江风景名胜区这个工委管委，从成立以来的，按照我们市委、市政府对这个漓江三统，就是统一经营、统一管理、统筹利益，以及生态旅游、生态立市的这么一个理念。我们牢牢地记住了这个保护、利用、管理的使命。我们对漓江。进行首先是对水质这个截污工程，进行了一个史无前例的截污工程。这个截污从去年实施以来，整体的这个截污从93已经到了97.几，97啊。我们主要是使这个漓江的水更清更加清澈。
And Mr. Chu said, since 2015, it is an important work for the local government to change the environment on the Lijiang River, because in the past several years, the water on the Lijiang River has been polluted to some extent, such as the local farmers, they put the water directly to the river, and some of the animal waste and the people's waste to directly discharge the sewage to the river. But after 2015, the local government of Guilin, they have put much more emphasis on the environmental protection. The government has put so much efforts to to change the environment, such as they have unified the management, then they have unified the concept. So everything they have done to protect the environment is very, very important. 那我们现在这个船的这个管理上面有什么变化吗？
我们首先在船上呢，我们对游船实施了这个近30年以来最大规模的一个游船的提档改造，这个对游船实现了星级管理，我们去年到今年这个时候，我们已经完成了，一共是100条游船的这个升级改造，现在的游船全部就是实行了星级管理，3星、4星、5星，在年底5星级游船将要要出来上市
And Mr. Chu said, the project of the management after 2015, it is the largest scale of management and of the upgrade the quality of the raft, and also they have provided different kinds of cruise over there for the tourists to experience the beautiful scenery on the Lijiang River. And there is another 5-star cruise ship. It will be on the market at the end of this year.
那这个5星级的船是一个什么样的概念
？5星级的船，我们应该说是一种非常高端的、私人定制的，我们参照了欧盟的相关的游艇、游轮的标准，将是给游客一种全新的冲击和体验，这完全是一种私人化的体验，
And for the 5-star cruise, it will be totally a different and fantastic experience for the tourist. And the standard of the ship will be the same as the European cruise standards. So the cruise at the end of the year will be on the market. It will be quite different and fantastic. And right now we're preparing to land the cruise. This cruise is for the staff members. They just use the cruise to check the security on the river, and they will use the ship on the daily work. So
那这个船是我们的执法船，然后我们每天都会用这个船是去巡逻。
去巡逻，对，就我们不仅在这个江面上，在陆地上，在空中上，我们还有无人机用无人机进行巡航，对漓江的无人机用无人机进行这个巡检，就是保护漓江的保护漓江的环境。
OK，
比如说这个我们通过无人机这个可以看到是否有在破坏山体的、开山采石的、毁林种地的等等一些违法破坏漓江环境的行为，我们就是通过无人飞机监控，每天无人飞机要巡检2次。
每天都要巡检2次。
巡检2次
Mr. Chu said this cruise ship is only for the staff members. They will use the cruise to check the security of along the coast of the river, and also they will use the cruise ship to fly the aircraft, and they will every day they will have the checking work twice.
那整个的这个每天的巡航次数是多少？
每天这个我们是全天候的巡航。
全天候的
巡航。
那如果出现了紧急情况的话，就会很快就处理。
很快处理，就是这个一个是我们跟你试办嘛，就是一个是马上办，一个是督查办，一个向上报告办
If Mr. Chu said if there are some emergencies on the river, and the staff members will immediately deal with the emergency, and so over there we could see that it is quite beautiful scenery over there, and we could see that the scenery here is quite beautiful. Over there, it is the symbolic tourist site of Guilin. It is the Elephant Trunk Hill. And 我们远处看到的这个已经非常漂亮了，在以前是不是没有这么漂亮？
对，这是原来这个象鼻山这个因为水位的长期不够啊，这个沙石是裸露的。 裸露出来，这个我们所以说看不到象鼻山的这个
看不到象鼻山
看不到象鼻山，这个都是一些沙滩。现在这个由于这个我们上游有很多这个生态的水库这个石
原来水位没那么高，
没这么高，水位很低沙滩石头都裸露出来了。就是我们在上游修了3个生态的水库，这水库在枯水期间就给这个漓江进行补水，保证漓江有这个足够的水位，保证游客能够欣赏到。
And in the past of the years, and we cannot see the Elephant Trunk Hill clearly. Why? Because there are some obstacles outside of the wedge, and the environment is not so good as right now because of the pollution, and the water level is quite low, and even the surface of the water could be a little bit greasy and oily. So at that time, the scenery on the Lijiang River is not so fantastic and so splendid like right now. But right now we could see that the water level is quite good, and there over there, 100 meters away, there are 2 cruise ships. We could see that there are many passengers on the ship, and every day the passengers from all over the world, and they will take the trip to experience the beautiful scenery of the Lijiang River. 那我们现在看到这个每天这个游船都很多啊，这个游客最近的这个今年的这个数量是不是也有增加？
有非常明显增加，特别是我们年初在这个象山这个地方做了这个春晚晚会以后，这个春晚效应是迟迟的这个高涨这个很多的中外游客都慕名前来看这个象鼻山环境的保护给他们也感觉到这个漓江还是非常的美这个时候非常的美，水还是有足够的水量
Okay. With the management and development of the environment on the Lijiang River, and much more and more tourists from all over the world, they have gathered here, especially after this year's Spring Festival, because in January of the 2017, the Spring Festival, the Spring Gala, one of the Spring Gala has been shoot there on the Elephant Trunk Hill. So after that, more and more tourists they come to Guilin, and they gather here to experience the beautiful scenery, and the most important that they could see the beautiful environment here. And we could see that is the elephant trunk hill, and it formed many years ago, and we could see that it is the symbolic cast. And the river of the Lijiang originates in the Mawar Mountain of Xin'an County, eastern of Guilin. It winds its way for over 400 kilometers, passing through Guilin, Yangshuo, and Pingle. The course of the river from Guilin to Yangshuo is known by the name of the Lijiang River, with a distance of over 80 kilometers, 100 miles of Lijiang River, 100 miles of art gallery. And the 80-kilometer waterway of the poetic Lijiang River is flanked by unusual karst hills and clusters of the ancient villages. So in front of us, the Elephant Trunk Hill, we can see that it is the symbolic karst, and we could also say in far away of the river, the peaks and peaks upon peaks of the mountain. It's quite symbolic scenery of Guilin, and in China, there are many beautiful mountains, and also there are many beautiful rivers. Even in the world, it is also like that. But Guilin is the most beautiful place to mix with the mountain and the river. So in Guilin, it is like a water painting naturally in of the scenery. So we could see that the scenery here is quite beautiful.
那我们在未来还有什么计划吗？这个
未来说，我们在这个环境方面，就是一个是这个桂林市将要出台一个史上最严厉的漓江生态保护的管理条例，要不断从上游这个水的源头都开始做这个严格的这个环境保护。同时，我们在游船上，在动力上面，我们将出台这个严格的这个动力的游船动力准入标准。就是说我们的游船必须要达到这欧4的排放标准，欧盟 A4的标准。欧盟标准，我们才能在漓江上游船。我们真正把这个漓江要打造成一个绿色漓江游船要成为绿色游船。
And in the future, Mr. Chiu said that the government of Guilin, they will publish the most strict regulations to protect the environment of Lijiang River, because Lijiang River is the mother river of Guilin, and the government will take the actions to protect even from the origin of the Lijiang River. So they will mining, digging sand, and any other illegal activities are strictly prohibited along the coast of Lijiang River. And we could see that, outside of there, and we could see that there are some sand beaches, and we could also see that it is quite green in the middle of this area. It's a sand beach.
我们这个还有这个截污计划呀，就是这个是不是在2020年会有一个更大的突破呀？
对，这个桂林市有一个非常严厉的一个这个整治的计划。这个桂林环保这个要求这个我们的污水处理率要达到99.9%。99.9%
沿线整个地区。
整个漓江这个我们现在完成的是1期的漓江的截污工程，2期、3期，1期97，到2期要把沅江下面东西一路，1期主要是城市段，2期主要是这个沅江的所有的生活污水都要进入管网进行排污，这个截污处理。
OK， 就是说沿线的这个。所有的这些地方都必须要纳入到这管网里面。
对，都纳入管网里面的。2期工程马上开始了。
2期工程马上开始。
开始2期工程完了，还有3期工程，3期工程就是更加细的，包括一些雨水的收集都要把全部进去。
对Mr. Chiu said there are 3 sessions of the environmental protection on the Lijiang River, and the environmental protection we have experienced this time is the first session. After the first session protection. About 90% of the environment has been protected, but in the second and the third session, another 3% will also be protected. And the other 3% or most of the area is the township and the village. So by the end of the 2020, the local government will make the goal of the environmental protection come true, and after the completion of the project, the water quality and the ecological environment of the Lijiang River will be significantly improved. And okay, today we're quite honored to take you to explore the beautiful scenery of Lijiang River, and to explore how the governments have changed the environment of to be a natural back of the Lijiang River. And so today we will wrap up here. And if you like our video, you could share it with your friends, with your relatives, and with your family members on your Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube. Thanks for watching, and we are broadcasting from South China's Guilin. Thank you.